The Kashmir Conflict. Kashmir is the northernmost geographical region of India, which includes the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir, along with the Pakistani states of Gilgit-Baltistan and Azad Kashmir, also the Chinese region of Aksai Chin and Transkara-Kuram. The northern and western portions are administered by Pakistan and comprise three areas: Azad Kashmir, Gilgit and Baltistan, the last two being part of a single administrative unit called Gilgit-Baltistan. The people in the Jammu area are Muslim in the west and Hindu in the east and speak Hindi, Punjabi, and Dogri. The climate in Kashmir is really cold and there is a slight chance of snow found in the Kashmiri mountains. In 1947, the partition of India took place, dividing India's territory to create Pakistan, an Islamic country. In between the two countries, there is a land called Kashmir, also known as Jammu and Kashmir. On October 22, 1947, Pakistani tribesmen invaded Kashmir, headed towards Srinagar, their target. The Maharaja of Jammu and Kashmir, Hari Singh, tried to fight back against Pakistan's invasion of Srinagar. However, on October 27 that same year, appealed for assistance from Governor General Louis Mountbatten, who agreed that Kashmir should be a part of India. In 1947 to 1948, India and Pakistan fought the first war over Jammu and Kashmir. The war ended with the United Nations meditating a ceasefire line known as the Karachi Agreement. This allowed both the countries to get back the territory held at the time. Sheikh Abdullah and three colleagues joined the Indian Constitution Assembly to discuss provisions of Article 370. Article 370, which came into effect in 1942, gave Jammu and Kashmir special status. Article 370 said that Jammu and Kashmir had a separate constitution and a separate flag and denied property rights in the region to the outsiders. The Indian constitution made Jammu and Kashmir a state of India. Bakshi Ghulam Muhammad becomes prime minister, replacing Sheikh Abdullah. In 1957, the first election of Jammu and Kashmir took place, in which Bakshi Ghulam Muhammad was appointed prime minister. The Indian Home Minister Govind Ballabh Pant visited Srinagar, the capital of Jammu and Kashmir, and said the state is a part of India. In 1962, China gained control of the Aksai Chin region and Jammu and Kashmir and war with India. Between August 1965 and January 1966, the Second Jammu and Kashmir War between India and Pakistan took place. Indian Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri and Pakistani President Ayub Khan signed the Tashkent Declaration, ending the war. In 1971, the third war between India and Pakistan took place. India and Pakistan signed the similar agreement, which makes the ceasefire line the line of control. In 1975, the Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi, and Sheikh Abdullah signed the Kashmir Accord. Kashmir youth protest against the Indian administration. In 1995, Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao made a statement in Parliament assuring that Article 370 will not be changed. Pakistan infiltrated into the Indian line of control, which started the Kargil War from May 3rd to July 26, 1989. This ended with an Indian victory and they regained possession of Kargil. In 2001, there was a terrorist attack on the parliament of the Indian-controlled Jammu and Kashmir in Srinagar. In 2011, 3 Pakistani soldiers were killed by Indian soldiers because they were firing over the line of control. In 2013, Kashmiri Jahizi Muhammad member Muhammad Afzai Guru was hanged for taking part in the 2001 terrorist attacks. In 2015, Muslim leaders in India administered Jammu and Kashmir, closed shops, businesses, and government departments to protest a ban on eating beef. In July of 2016, authorities made an indefinite curfew in most of the Indian-administered Kashmir due to the popular militant by the security of Burhan Wani, top commander of the Hizbul Mujahideen. On August 5, 2016, there were changes made to Article 370 by the Indian Parliament. The changes made to Article 370 were that the flag of Jammu and Kashmir was defunct and people who lived outside of Jammu and Kashmir could own land. In August 2016, the curfew was lifted, but schools, shops, most banks, and mobile internet access remained suspended. In August 2019, the Indian government removed Jammu and Kashmir's special status. After 70 years of this conflict, half of the land in Jammu and Kashmir is owned by India and Pakistan. Both the countries still fight to free the disputed land as of the present.